Hey, Whiskey fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do you have today?
We have a Whiskey Tour of Scotland, Day 8. It is a 9-year-old space side coming out of Auchroysk Distillery. It is a first fill Madeira. It comes in at a whopping 50% alcohol.
Oh, I'm glad you pronounced it right, because it looks like Auchroysk. Auchroysk. I'm glad you figured out how to say it.
It's got a really beautiful golden amber.
Oh, that's
color.
nice.
It's really pretty. It's probably, I don't know. It's only 9 years old. Maybe has a beautiful Madeira cask. Yeah. The only thing is, it'd be nice to know whether or not some of these had was it E920, or if they had chill filtering. That would be a little bit nice, little extra.
But that proof.
They do a lot. At 50%, I'm hoping it's not chill filtered, but they do a lot of information. It would be nice to have just those two things, but...
Yeah. And can I just say, this is our second Madeira.
Okay. Second or third?
It was a liquid, right?
I think so.
And we couldn't figure it out if it was the malt
or the funkiness.
So let's find out.
Let's look for the funk.
Okay, there's a slight similarity that I do remember a couple days ago. I forgot what day that was. It's been so long.
They blur. Do you get pine needles?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
And that I remember when we first smelled it, it was very strong.
Yeah.
Like it was a wreath dipped in jam.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm still paranoid that the pine box that it comes in leaches into the glass. I don't know if that's possible though.
No, glass has been washed so many times.
No, I meant the glass of this bottle.
How is that possible? It's sealed.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's conspiracies over here.
I just find it interesting that a lot of them smell like spruce trees.
There is a familiarity, but I can't remember which one it was.
It's
There's so many of these things that we're learning, and I actually can't remember.
You know how I get a little bit of clove on 95.5 Rise?
Yeah.
I'm getting that way buried in the back of this nose.
I'm not getting a clove.
Yeah, there's something that reminds me of like a really high rye. It smells like an aged rye. Like it smells lovely.
I'm sorry. Okay, so that weird pine kind of nose. It wasn't very strong and abrupt like some of the other one.
Yeah,
that we've had that is escaping my mind. It's opening up to that. It's more of like a bakery sweetness. You know when you walk into like a bake shop and it has like that sweetness either from the icing, not like the actual pastries itself.
Oh yeah,
like
pastry
that.
Sugars.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm getting like a spice, like a clove.
Oh,
right in the back.
Well, let's just try it.
It's sweet.
It has a little bit of berries though, like a currant.
Currants or cranberry. Yeah,
something. Okay, I'm going. Okay, the pine that started, that kind of slowly dissipated, is not there on the palate.
What is that?
I think this is what the Madeira cask should impart, and I believe it was the liquid didn't, or it was just a funky cask, or it was just a funky malt. Because there's no weirdness that I'm getting that was similar to that liquid.
I'm getting this really unusual buttery flavor. Right in the mid, and then it goes kind of toasty. Wow, that is fascinating.
It's almost like sour wine. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But just like a touch of it. A little bit.
I can see that.
It's not vinegary.
Oh, it's in the back palate.
Yeah, sour, like dark, like maybe like a cab, but like slightly sour.
I am getting a weird, like unusual, not weird bad, unusual
mid palate. That goes to the finish.
It goes, oh, I'm normal sweet. I have a tinge of sour, just a tartness. Sour's not the right word. Tartness, and then
sour plums.
Right, and then it balloons to something I'm not familiar with as a flavor.
It kind of reminds me of like one of those Japanese candies that we've gotten, those gummies. We have no idea what we're eating because we don't know Japanese, and there's no like English translation or anything. And we're like, I don't know what that was. That was pretty good. It's like one of those. This is a Japanese candy.
It's got a teensy bit of bitterness. Almost almost like a nutty bread, a nutty dessert bread. Like, not quite walnut.
Oh, like almost almond paste.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's right at the back.
That's that. What I was like the middle to the end.
It's right at the back.
Palate. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I think it's almond paste or like a dessert Christmas bread.
But it has like almost like I keep saying like a sour cab like wine, but I think it's more of a sour plum.
It's lighter, yeah. I would say maybe actually white raisins.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm getting that, but
because the sour wine is more vinegary, it's not that.
I think you're right about the almond paste. That is fascinating. Like something sweet. Yes, sweetness, savory, bready, like a pastry right in the back. Mm-hmm. Wow, this is
interesting.
Fascinating. Okay,
so water.
I am, because she is an interesting ride, and I just kind of want to see where this traveling will take us.
I am not going to guess, because that's going to be...
no idea.
We're going to get something new.
I don't even know if she'll like water. Let's hope.
I have 50%. Let's hope she does.
Yeah.
Can I just say this is an easy drinking 50% though?
Oh.
For a scotch?
Yeah.
I think this cask just kind of like takes over and says, come on.
It's such an interesting mid-finish.
Yeah.
That I keep going back and I'm like, no, let me try that one more time. Let me try that one more time. And the proof you forget about after a while. But
I do feel a little bit right here. It's not a Kentucky Hug because it's not bourbon, so it would be
Scotch warming,
a Glasgow
Bear Hug. I don't know. I don't know where it's a space side, so it wouldn't be Glasgow.
But I like Glasgow.
I know they have great accents.
Oh, that just smells so inviting now.
It smells more.
The longer it
smells
sits
more
in the
like
glass.
Dessert and less like pine trees. It smells
mine's opened up.
Oh, okay.
Because the pine was when we first, and you let it breathe a little bit. It kind of
100%. But this, with water, she smells like a pastry.
Completely just sweetness.
But smells like a bear claw.
It does.
Because of the chopped nuts in there. Oh, and the drizzle.
Why do they call those bear claws?
I have no idea.
Just because they make them look like a bear claw, and it doesn't really look like a bear claw. I wouldn't be afraid of that bear. Yeah. Okay. That right there is just dessert in the bottle. I think that almond paste...
It gets dissipated, though.
Yeah, it does. But that's just bringing out, instead of that sour plum kind of note, that's gone. And that's just... This is almost like ripe. Just berries of some sort. Like a berry compote. I don't know what Madeira is supposed to taste like.
We should get some.
But I like this with the water. As a dessert.
Oh my lord.
But let me go back to this.
I still get that interesting sensation.
I prefer it with water. I don't think I like the almond paste as much.
The almond paste has a little bit of bitterness in it. What?
I like it with water. Yeah.
They're different journeys. But if you're into sweet, sugary pastries and bear claws like we are, a little bit of water, it takes you to that sweet heaven. Yeah. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I just love that.
I still feel like it's like a Japanese candy whiskey.
It's like
we don't know what it is, but whatever that flavor is good.
I agree with that assessment. It's like it's a sweet that you've never had before, but you're all there for it. I love it.
We should learn Japanese to know what we're eating.
Yeah, we really should.
Yeah.
So what are you guys getting on day 8? Please give your tasting notes below, and while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you can join us in the rest of our videos 9 through 24. Wow.
Well, a lot more to go.
I'm really digging this whiskey. It is. I am really digging this whiskey tour of Scotland. I'm getting to know a little taste of different distilleries while we're traveling, and I don't know about you, but I'm just really fancying.
Actually, I do.
I'm fancying this whiskey.
I like this one. Cheers.
Cheers.